bit to hop into. So there is the new AR, and I will say it is basically meta. It feels freaking amazing. I just wish they would have the hit reg more consistent in their game because of the fact of how many times in the burst weapon I've hit someone basically with 15 rounds now. And it's like, nope. Like, if you thought it was bad before when 10 rounds weren't killing within the first two bursts, yeah, it got a nerf, which now means 15 sometimes. We'll also get 8. Like, Activision, how slow are we at learning how to balance your game? You could have just reduced the fire rate and still had it kill pretty quick. You didn't have to nerf the damage to the point where now it's almost hard to win gunfights unless you're getting hit reg, as in, like, it actually registers your bullets correctly. But, anyways, there is new stuff here, as you can see on screen, for Operation Prison Pill. Poison Pill, my bad. Um, which, by the way, we have to go through all these different chapters. So you have to do the bit under this, and then move to the next one, and then the next one as you unlock them. Kind of like we've already seen this beforehand, by the way, guys. If we go back to, well, if you guys don't know, there's a pretty cool dude that plays a certain game mode, which I ain't going to name out loud because you guys probably should already know it. But if you guys don't know, it's the one where you go in with the squad and you have to complete side missions and quests. And if you've already completed it, then it's just PvP only. As in, like, people go in just to PvP, steal other people's loot, and, well, ruin the experience for most other players because your experience is already boring because you've already completed everything. But, yeah. Which, by the way, has a Sheikah Island. I forget all the different places you can go. I believe one of them is actually, two of them was the Battle Royale maps, but you guys get the idea, right? On the game mode I'm talking about, it, especially if you played one of the older CODs. I can't remember if it was like, yeah, I think it was like MW2 that had it, right? I can't remember. Or maybe it was 2019. I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. But you guys know the game mode I'm talking about. I didn't play it all that often. I ran into too many cheaters, man. That's the only reason I didn't really care about it. Um, as in people like lacing people through walls, okay? You could 100% tell that the dude was a cheater. Tracking someone through a wall in a kill cam on a range where you're not hearing the footsteps, like literally like 100 meters plus, the dude was tracking you through the wall. I ran into a lot of those lobbies, and I just kind of said fuck it because, yeah, they didn't know how to mitigate their cheaters, and even now they still don't. And that's kind of why I prefer zombies in in-game, because there's no PvP with cheaters. So now if they do cheat, it's only against zombies, it's not against you, until someone finds a way to kill other players inside of something that you shouldn't be able to kill other players. But anyways, we have all these new tasks from step 1 all the way down to glitch step link forger, by the way, which, by the way, that is to do this, which gets the Venomous Override Weapon Blueprint, the Calling Card, and there's actually supposed to be a camo that you can get. Now, I don't know exactly where the camo shows up, because there is supposed to be a camo. I've seen it. I see the weapon charm, but I don't see a weapon camo, because when it originally popped up with the thing, it literally said, grab a weapon, that the camos for this. So, like right here, see, animated camo. See, earn all 3 override operator skins and get the virulent whatever animated camo. And then there's also the earn override operator skin to unlock the blighted camo. I kind of want the animated one. So earn all 3 override operator skins. So to do that, we have to get down to the end, and then we have to do it with Grim, Mason, and Anderson. Wait, why is this changed? Because, hold on, has it? Does that change periodically? Hold up, let me check something right quick. Because we have Grimm, we have Mason, we have Anderson. All right, so yeah, it is those three. All right, just wanted to make sure. We did legendary this, which you can see this one isn't the legendary one, sadly. But anyways, we got the legendary. We do have an exotic. I need to turn this into an exotic because I kind of switched out my weapon whenever the new gun came out. I was like, yeah, we're going to kind of run the new gun. Which I am still kind of leveling, as you can see. But this is the Lodi I'm bringing into what we have at the moment, which I could change at any time because, well, instead of just damage range, we could use velocity and damage range probably for faster fire rate. But at the moment, I just went with damage range. The muzzle is the regular suppressor just because at the time I didn't have the monolithic, but also at the same time, if you see it, the monolithic firepower goes up, but accuracy goes down, and so does handling. That's kind of why I don't really like using the monolithic suppressor. And then, however, we do have the Elo Fang hover point Elo. So that's kind of what we're running alongside with the extended mag. Patchwork, stability grip, just for the horizontal and regular recoil. And then we have aim, walking, movement speed, and flinch resistance, so there's a little bit less flinch whenever enemies are shooting at me. That's kind of what we ran with on the stock. But there we go. That's kind of what we're using. You can see we are using Grimm. I have to go through the different stuff, so I guess why we go through the different stuff, I probably could level the other characters up, which is Mason and Anderson, because you can see Mason is nothing, Anderson is a 6. I believe you can have more than just the 4, because I've noticed like I had like multiple level 50s and 60s, and then I switched them out for pretty much this operator, which by the way started with a combat rating of 6, and I'm not joking. Like straight up, they immediately was level 6. But anyways, we got that. We're gonna go in. We're probably gonna let this kind of level up, and I wish the legendary carried from the primary slot, because it is the same weapon, which means this is going to be harder to get kills with. But, I don't know. Maybe we use Graham. I don't know. We're probably going to go with Anderson, probably, because we're probably going to use Anderson, let him catch a little bit of the levels, and then we need to look at following the brand new stuff, which is under this, where you see Act 1. So we need to, I wish there's a way we could click it to track it, but pretty much what we're going to do is ping a gilded checkpoint, complete gear drop activity that was called in from a gilded checkpoint, because we already completed the other 2 as around the squad before this. So we're probably going to be having to run to a checkpoint. I'm probably going to use a low tier checkpoint because this character is a little bit low level. They're only level 6. Ping a guild checkpoint, so we're probably going to use a tier 1 for this. So we'll do a tier 1. Oh. Does that need to be a red zone? It just says zone or higher, which is... Okay, no, that's... Okay, it's tier 1. Okay. It was just red, so it made me think it was like, you know, tier 4 or something like that. Maybe they should make that like white and then go into like where tier 2 is. The colors of the tier would be kind of cool. But that's all we have to do. Ping a gilded checkpoint, complete the gear drop activity that was called in from a gilded checkpoint terminal. All right, let's pop in and do that. I'm also going to pop over to our Call of Duty Discord right quick, guys, so that way I'm not like bugging everybody else here. Whoops, wrong button. That's my fault, stream. I am so sorry. I need to go to game base over to here, so I go into Discord, and we're gonna hop into my COD MW Discord. Okay, we're not team deathmatch, not search and destroy, free for all, not even CA. Okay, screw it. Do I have a live stream version of this in here? I do not. Okay, so we're just gonna hop in Zombies 1. I'm breaking my own little bit of a Discord rule here, but I will make a live version that will be higher on the list for anyone that has a certain rank later. But for now, we'll hop into here, Zombies 1. And we're going to pop over and do some in-game. Because there is new content for the in-game. So, pretty much we got to find a guild checkpoint. I got to ping it. And then I also need to, after clearing it, call in the thing from the computer and run down and grab the drop. No, I drank the last bits of my coffee. As in, like, my cup hat. I don't feel like making a whole brand new pot of coffee, so we'll probably drink water here in a little bit. One thing I do want to, like, get out of the way, guys, is I don't like having to see this every time we load in. I wish, like, the first time it would do it, and then the second, third, fourth, or however many times you go forward, it would just spawn you actively onto the ground immediately into the game, and you're just running around. Because watching this eats up so much of time. I want to go left. Thank you, game. Because what I want is to find a guild checkpoint, which is right here. Come on, game. Ooh, don't go down. That would have been bad if I went down right there. There's the checkpoint. Oh. I ain't fist fighting. You get out of here.
Enemy reinforcements inbound.
What the heck? Guys, I gotta do this. I'm sorry. Sorry, team. Five, four, three, two, one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That, no, the timing of that was horrible. I should have just jumped. I didn't expect it to be that low on timer, though, to be honest with you guys. I was about to say, is this dude not going to revive me?
Stay inside the envelope.
Fight him last time, thank you. And then what I gotta do is... Is it not clear? Hello? When you clear the checkpoint, you're supposed to be able to use this. Oh, they're not all dead is why. Hold on. Enemies. Where could we be? Oh, they could be like way over here too, dude. wish I had my sniper over here. What? Yeah, he is up top. I can hear him right here. Got the crit. But what I'm more worried about is where's the last enemy for this? Is it glitch? Brother, did it bug? Wait. Colby? Alright, I just want to kind of like go around the outskirts here and see if I see anyone or see if I get shot at by anyone. There we go. Out of ammo. All good. Ammo is right up here, though. Where at? Should have been... Oh, there it is. Right here. Come on. Come on. Only thing I can think of is like Guild checkpoint. 19 out of 19. Okay, they're all dead. Why is it just being bugged then? Where I can't do this? Yeah, she's bugged. Alrighty. I just wanted to make 110% sure, and yeah, it's cleared, just bugged and won't let me do it. Alright, I'm coming, teammate. You're not dying on my watch, team. I got you.
Stay inside the envelope.
Hold on. Let's play it back up. Look for the ammo.
Got an ammo cache here. I'm hit.
Endurance sprinter. Got good little timing, brother. Oh, behind me. Well, let me climb. Sorry, teammate. It won't let me fucking climb it, dude. Got you, brother.
Mission's not over. All good. Go into guns.
What the hell is happening right now?
Kills your gen armor, yes. Hold on. Gotta go down here for the ammo crate.
Got an ammo cache here.
shots. Missed that.
Damn. Convoy's out of range. We'll get it next time.
Hey, you! You're here. Moving in. Bleeding out. Incoming. Heads down. Enemy tape.
Freaking melee only there for a second, brother. Crazy.
Container nearby. Get to it before they do.
Two people shooting at me. Of course, I gotta climb up and he just insta vaults it. Should have remembered that from the last time.
Attacking now.
Reload right quick. Gotcha, big boy.
stay inside the envelope.
Fast revive. Both sides of one. They're down here at this already. I'm coming. Gotcha, brother. Why is it only saying like CR1 for them? I know they're past CR1. Fuck it, we'll do that for now. Lock on it, it doesn't even actually work. That is, it's crazy, brother.
Soundboard's too far away. Get it next time.
Imagine if that hit. Trying to think of what to do now. Give me a second, because I need to do
Designating objective.
that. I'm not worried about that. Where you at? There. I gotta do one of these. I pinged it already. I just need to go clear it and then have the crate drop. For it. That's not gonna be up there fast enough. There we go.
Near a guild checkpoint. Clear it and lose guild control on the area. Hostiles incoming.
One more.
Clear. That was a good hit to reduce the guild's reach.
There we go. Call one of these in, then complete it.
Fresh fuel supply drop.
The guild has charging stations nearby. They'd hate it if they went offline.
$300. It's gonna be near this gas station down here.
Got eyes on the field officer. This is number 2 of Battlefield. Target location.
Override it. That's that complete. Go faster.
I first comms to a field officer in the AO. Let's
Come on.
end his career.
There we go. Just wanted to look see what was in them. Eliminate the guild officer. Alright. Whoa. Romeo, what you thinking, big boy?
I'll ride along.
Alright, kill 5 enemies with a score streak, complete 3 objective, complete one assignment, and escape successfully from Avalon. Alrighty, so we need to do 5 enemies with a score streak right quick.
Eliminating cohorts for LVP. They're on me.
I was hoping for that to land a little bit better, but not gonna worry about it too much.
Incoming fire.
plate grease, yes please.
I'll ride along.
Alright. Let's see. I do need to go for... see if they've unlocked it. Does not seem anyone's unlocked it. That is GG.
Guild's having car trouble. Let's help them lighten their load before it blows. Vehicle
Yeah, it's gonna blow.
Soldier down!
Convoy's out of range. Get it next time.
I'll take the wheel.
We're gonna have to do this. I'm coming, teammate. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it before you bleed out, but I'm coming. Play it back up right quick. Whew. Not gonna lie, level 20 at this quick is not that bad. I'm level 18, but a couple more of these, I could possibly hit it.
That's our objective.
Go ahead and upgrade to blue tier on this one.
I'll take the wheel. I'll ride along.
I want to see how ridiculously hard this is going to be. Because if we can do it, I'll be able to get kills a lot easier with this. Because I'll output more damage.
Get eyes on the field officer. Give his number 2 a battlefield. He's got friends. Take him down.
It's going to be a little ridiculous, but it is doable. Brother, stay down. I don't think these dudes are ready for what I'm bringing them to. Oh yeah, they have no clue what I'm getting into. Oh no, don't get hit by that. Whoa, boys. I don't think these guys are ready for this. Oh, hell no, they're not ready for this. Alright, I'm coming. Gotcha, brother. I got you. As soon as I get you up, you gotta go. I don't have my grapple. Still don't have a grapple. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Oh, hell nah, brother. Yeah, this team was not ready. We're getting out of here, brother. Combat zone rating 2. Alright, yeah, we're not ready for that. At least they definitely aren't. My lord, dude. Alright, hold on. We are going to exfil and find a new squad right quick.
Objective.
They keep everything though, so it's okay. I probably should have already said no to that one, to be honest. That's my fault. Team, oh god, Jesus. You know what? I'm just gonna make it to the exfil. We're gonna get the exfil going. And we're just gonna let them do their thing. I feel bad for taking them where they're not ready for.
Inbound. Clear the LZ.
Sorry, teammates, you're just gonna have to, like, let that go.
LZ too hot for the VTOL to land.
Holy run speed does this dude get to get? Team. Alright, team, we just gotta defeat the Cradle Champion. We can do it. Getting up, buddy. Got you. You ain't dead on my watch. Gotcha, brother. You ain't dying. Max health increase. I got you, brother. Don't worry about it. Alright, we need to go for an exfil that they can actually do. Where the heck is an exfil that they can do?
Designating objective.
We got 1 minute to get there and clear it. Of course, Cam. You don't want to Spider-Man it, because you're being a dick. I gotta run, dude. I can't, like, hold these guys' hands for too long. $350-something seconds. We can do it. Just barely, but we can do it. Game, when I'm trying to do that, please let me do the glitch jump so I can launch myself.
Request received. Vito's on the way.
Vito's on the way, baby. Vito's on the way, baby. Let's get it.
Vito needs a clear LZ to touch down.
Me and the damn witches right now, dude, is crazy. Game, what the fuck is this bullshit? Oh, I'm so dead. Yep, I'm dead. Game is fucking retarded. Timer runs out or not, my ass was already fucking called in the fucking exfil.
You did it to yourself.
Mission failed due to bullshit. I'm sorry, I already called it in. You can pull the heli in here. You can stop being bullshit. I done my restore token because this shit's fucking retarded. If the exfil's already called in, technically I just gotta clear the enemies, so technically the chopper should still come in. Now, if I would have got there at 0-0 and tried to hold square on the exfil, then I'd understand missing it. But already coming in and I started the fucking process, I should have immediately been able to get on that chopper. Now, the two people that didn't want to run over with me, yeah, they should have lost their gear, but me, no. Sorry, I've already called in the chopper. I was clearing. All I do is fight the main boss, which wouldn't have taken too long. I feel like at that point, the game should just give me the exfil. Now, again, I will say, if I got there late, literally the timer hit 0, and I tried to hold square, meaning like call the exfil, then I'm too late. But if I've already called it, and it was like 30 seconds in, I should have had more than enough time to clear that. The enemies need to spawn a little faster, and secondhand, it shouldn't just obfuscate me from being able to hop into the chopper. Okay, technically, if it cleared the enemies, enemies are dead, chopper lands. End of story. That is pretty much what I feel like should have happened. So, can I say we done it? Yes, that should have been a check mark on successful because the game bullshitted. You can't tell me the game bullshits and then I don't get it because of the bullshit. And to be honest with you, we did not play that whole thing for 25 minutes. We were in there for 15. That was not a 25-minute match. Okay. Nowhere near it. So felling the first one still should have had us at like fucking 10 minutes. Not 1 minute. But oh well. We're not going to look at that too much. We did use our token. So we do get to keep everything. But the biggest thing I wish this game would do is instead of the whole combat rating for each individual person, if I've already met the combat rating, any person I put in there, as long as I don't die and lose everything, I should immediately be at the same combat rating with everyone. I feel like that would have been a little better as well to do for their players. And not what they chose to put into the game. I feel like what they chose to put in was kind of stupid. Right? I should not be a level 60 here, but then a level nothing here. Okay? I'm still the same player. Just each individual different character, but it's still the same player, same username, same everything. Okay? It's still demonic plays. Okay? When I play any of these characters, it's still me. So, level 63 should be through every character I choose. And if they're going to come out with events where you can unlock camos or anything like that, I should not be forced to use operators I didn't want to use in the first place. I chose operators I wanted because I like their skin, I like the stuff they get, or they just look cool, compared to the ones that the game is right now forcing me to use. If you get that at all, what I'm talking about. So, for the events, I should not be forced to use specific operators. It should just say any 3, complete it with any 3. That way, if I've already reached level 63 with 4 of the different random operators that I chose, I should be able to go in with any of those 4, well, technically 3 of them, and just complete the bullshit. So for now, we are going to probably run in with one of my level 60s and kind of chill. And to be honest with you, what happened to my... Okay, there we go. Legendary. I was like, where the hell did my legendary go? But there we go. We'll go with the level 63, which does more damage. Technically, I should be doing 4 times damage with also a legendary, which does the max damage. But I bet you they're still going to eat shots like they just were. And I know this because I just went in and got it legendary and done this before we done stream. So, yeah. Next is... I wish they would actually learn to make bullets in COD, man. It's one of those, like, if I'm shooting somebody, they should not be eating it. Like I'm loading the mag full of Twinkies and I'm about to shoot it at a class full of fat kids, okay? Make a bullet. Multiplayer, zombies, and here, a bullet needs to be a bullet. Not foam darts, rubber bullets, bean bags, or fucking Twinkies to fat kids, okay? A bullet needs to be a bullet. And I hate to say that in the mean way, guys, because, you know, some people eat and they can't help it. Nothing against you guys, especially any kids who actually is overweight. Nothing against you. I'm just using this as a more example of what I feel the gun's damage is doing compared to what it should do. And when I say the damage is loading full of like Twinkies shooting at a class full of fat kids, that means they're just eating every round and then not dying. Compared to if I was to shoot somebody with a real gun in real life, how fucked they would be. Okay. Vest or not, you're still fucked. Realistically, that vest isn't ricocheting bullets off to where you get to stand and still be everything perfect. Realistically, that bullet is getting stuck in the vest. You're looking like a cone has went into you a little bit because technically it has. The gun might not have fully penetrated you, but you are going to end up with bruises, broken bones, because if you was to look at how a cone looks, like the little road cones you stick out, or if you go to the gymnasium and your coaches set out those little orange cones, if you was to turn that sideways, that's what your vest looks like when you get hit by a bullet. So, yeah, you're still having, like, if you was to take your finger, okay, extend it out where your knuckles out, and don't hit yourself too hard, guys, but give yourself a quick little tap. And that's what it's going to somewhat feel like, except for it's actually going to be harder. It's going to break bones. You're going to get bruising. It's going to be hard to breathe. It's going to be hard to aim, and it's going to be hard for a lot of the stuff that you see happen in video games. So I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for bullets to be bullets. Cause damage. Give flinch. That way people can't beam you while being hit, because realistically you're going to look up or down depending on the height the bullet is hitting you, because that is going to be impact, especially if you're wearing a vest, where you're going to get broken bones, you're going to bruise. Yeah, some of the pain you're going to be able to go through, but you're going to be looking down or up when being shot. You're not just going to get hit and be perfectly accurate straight. So a little bit of adding flinch to every bullet shot would be amazing. And this would also help counter snipers with how broken they are with the zero fucking flinch one shot ability. Next, okay, is you're being shot. It's not like somebody picking up something and, going chuck and hitting you with it. That is a bullet coming out of a barrel at the speed of sound, if not faster, unless you're shooting subsonic, and then it's less than the speed of sound. But at the speed of sound, which is the loudest version of a gun, by the way, your bullet is coming out of that faster than the speed of sound. It's hitting with a lot of joules of force, and depending on what armor level your actual armor is rated for, is what that's going to stop up to. And when I say stop up to, that isn't ricochet off like you're shooting a tank. That is the vest catching the bullet and still having, like, the knuckle bit, like I was telling you, to hit yourself with it a little bit. Don't go to the face. Don't shoot straight for your solar plexus, your throat, or directly in your chest. Just kind of find somewhere that, it's like off a way that isn't vital, and just hit yourself one good time or a couple, and see how that pain feels when you're hitting yourself, what that's causing to your body. And then imagine that at like 100 times what you're doing. And that is going to be the pain you're going to feel, especially with 100 times. So 100 times the amount that you're feeling when you hit yourself. Next, broken bones. Yeah. Adults cry when they break bones. Okay, that ain't just like a little paper cut. That is your bone completely being broken. You cannot add any weight to it. You're not going to be able to lift with it. You're just not doing crap with it. So even if broken bones happen and you don't feel it at first, you might laugh. And then when you go to take a step on a broken foot, what happens? You face plant. So if you had broken bones in your legs, your foot, or wherever you've been shot, you try to add weight to it, you're going to fall. You're not going to be bunny hopping around, slide canceling around, shooting perfectly straight. You're going to be under a good immense amount of pain. And two, that body part that is broken is no longer supporting weight. So, wee little bit more realism, COD. That's all I'm asking. And when I say wee little bit, flinch, bullet damage. Okay? I'm not asking for you to actually add the Broken Bone system, which DayZ has, which Arma Reforger has. And that's why I love those games a little more. I just wish they wouldn't stutter as much. And that's because there's no actual real optimization that went on with that game. And it's still through the development cycle of being in the dinosaur ages, meaning you have to code everything. There's no click points or, something to make even server setup easy. If you want to load mods over there, instead of being like Arc, where you can just click on the mod and it auto loads it, you actually have to type the full command in to import the mod for the server to actually try to download it. And then you have to choose which version of the mod, or you leave it blank for the most updated version of the mod. And then they're back in the dinosaur ages, as if consoles doesn't have a terabyte of memory. It's like they think consoles only have 200 megabytes, which, by the way, is really far off, because you're only allowed 25 megabytes of mod memory for your consoles. Like when you download a mod like Zelensky's vests, right, to have new vest in the game or whatever, you're only allowed up to 25 megabytes. Your download speed on console is also capped to legit 1 megabyte per second or less. And when I say that, you could literally go down to like 1 gigabyte instead of a megabyte of download speed or less. I've seen kilobytes happen too. But anyways, they throttle you that way. I don't feel they should. If anything, max should be like 10 megabytes a second. The lowest we should ever see is 5 megabytes per second. Make the mods a little bit better to download, especially on updating. And we should have at least 100 megabytes of mod space, not 25 on console. And the reason I know this works fine, look at Bethesda. Look at Fallout 4. When they brought their PS5 version of the game and then done their Game of the Year edition for Fallout 4 or whatever it's called, which I did end up getting, by the way, you literally get everything in the content shop for DLC, except for maybe through other creators, but the Bethesda release shit, you'll get all of it. And then on top of being able to have all of that, you're able to get 100 megabytes of mod space. So if you want to have water look more realistic, add more clothing or weapons, yeah, 100 megabytes is supported. So that's what I'm saying, like, Armor Forger, Bohemia Interactive, we need to step our game up. We're now in, in the 2020s. We're not 1975. Our UI for, like, server support should be 100 times better. How we create servers, by the way, if you're a server host, should be 100 times better. We shouldn't be going through code everything. You must download an INI file and then literally code everything in that file and then upload it. We should be able to go on the server side of Nitrado or wherever we are and just literally click the settings we want to activate or deactivate shit. And then being able to use the sliders or, the check marks to say X for no and check mark for yes, to fix the stuff, right? We shouldn't have to go into the INI file and learn how to do code, especially mod-wise. Guys, Bohemia, you have your own mod page that you can just have direct mod support go to Nitrado, to where they can open up, Arma Reforger's mods through a mod page on Nitrado like Arc did with their mod page. That way you can just click and install it to the server, and just have it where it supports, like, if it has a dependency, it'll auto install the dependency for you. So when you click install, like you do on console, it'll automatically say, hey, there's a dependency, and then you go download it. Just have it auto installed to the server, the dependencies. That would work 10 times better. Another thing, if somebody doesn't have a computer with the game bought on it, if I want to run scenarios and have modded weapons and gear, meaning like new chest rigs, how about more ghillie suits, maybe face masks, I shouldn't have to load up a computer, start a random scenario, modify it, and export it in order to gain all the modded stuff I want in my mission. As soon as I download the mod, it should just automatically be in the arsenals. So yeah, they really butchered Arma Reforger in that way. So yeah, we're taking a little bit of a break, guys. Just a very slight one after the bullshit this game just tried to pull. That's why we're talking about other games and getting this stuff off our chest and, chilling out for a minute before we hop back into another one. Because one, I don't know what the game put me into, but my team literally was all legit level 1s when I went as a level 6. And yeah, when I got up there and I showed, like, at me, I'm able to run around tier 2 just fine, and then they were just going down. It's like they literally just installed the game and started playing. COD. Why? And this is not the issue just here either. This is the issue of I get it in multiplayer. I could go in, get a team that's actually good, and I feel happy. And then I get a team that is literally just looks like their AI from multiplayer on minuscule. Or whatever. Like the lowest fucking setting. They bot walk around, have zero aim. The dude can shoot without a suppressor. No suppressor. Loud as fuck to their right. And they never look to the right. You can have somebody that sounds like a T-Rex stomping around like that. And they'll go, Bob, Steve, what was that something? Do I need to look at it? Nah, bro, it's okay. Like, bro, they can hear the footsteps of a T-Rex stomping around. And somehow they don't look in the fucking direction. Activision. There's a reason right now, if I was to show you my in-game name, that it doesn't say Demonic Plays anymore. It literally says, active, fix this game, as my thing. Hold on, I'll actually show you guys, because this is kind of funny. Okay, if I actually show you right here, literally, ACTIV for Activision, and then fix this game is the name of my tag. Not only do I get the horrible worst teams 99.9% of the time, which, by the way, I do get the 1% of times that I do get okay teammates. The other times, no. Secondhand, the game's hit reg. Fucking horrible. See how many times I've ran the 5-round burst and be like 3 feet from somebody and he just eats all 5 fucking rounds and doesn't die? And then I die in 3 bullets to a goddamn 9mm. Like, the lowest of fucking caliber. Okay, because there's no 22 in this game. The lowest of fucking caliber somehow does more damage than a 5.56. There's 2, literally right off that I can name. 3, the hit reg. When you shoot somebody, it doesn't always fucking call it shit. Or even, it'll let you shoot Casper the Friendly fucking Ghost sometimes and kill somebody. Do you know how many kill cams I've seen like that killed me, that the dude never fucking aimed on me? He aimed up to the top right in the corner of, like, to a fucking wall and gets to shoot. And the bullet would have went over me. And somehow it goes, I died. Or how about I'm running in between a doorway, and the dude waits I already cleared the fucking doorway. I'm onto the fucking right side. He's shooting the left fucking side. I die. I didn't realize I was in the body behind me as Casper the fucking ghost. It makes zero fucking sense, dude. Again, hit reg. Out the fucking door. It's non-fucking existent 99% of the time. Do I need to continue on with the more bullshit? Because I can. You want to talk about the cheater problem? Of where cheaters are fucking rage hacking and they don't get banned? Or how about I could legit 4K give the AI for what's supposedly an anti-cheat and Activision themselves, where they're supposed to go in and manually review, a legit fucking report that happens immediately after I die, showing the dude 100 meters plus fucking just tracking me through a wall and shooting me through the motherfucker. And then Activision just goes, I think that's legit. Hold on, Activision. I cannot make this up because you know how many fucking people I've reported, man, for doing exactly that? Literally, I can run into 20 people a day that does it. I report them, and then literally it takes them fucking 5 days just to say, oh, we did something, but it's only to 4 out of 20. Literally, 4 out of 20. And it won't just be cheaters that wall hack and aimbot with magnetic bullets and soft aim shit, right? I could actually be doing also the cheaters that have anti-recoil on something that, should have recoil, where I can run everything under the sun that removes recoil, and my gun still kicks up, and yet this dude's screen does not fucking move at all. And Activision's like, that's legit. Nah, we ain't banning that. That's legit. Or how about one more thing, Activision? Okay. How about the reaction time of some players are legit robotic, as in like faster than a fucking human's reaction time? I'm not even on their screen for a fucking millisecond. And it's snap over, I'm shooting. Faster than a human's reaction time. Not even a millisecond of being on screen. He's already snapped on me and shooting. Brother, aimbot, cheats. Okay? They can't even ban that. Not to mention, how many people have I reported for basically boosting? It's called exploiting. So there's a system where the game doesn't want to kick people that are fucking AFK if they rubber band their sticks or whatever fucking they do. Maybe they move only one round and it's like literally round 3. They move forward 5 steps and then quit touching their fucking controller. And they don't get kicked. So they literally can AFK level while everyone else is putting in the work. And guess what? I can report that. Nothing happens. Nothing. It won't just be me. Maybe 3 people fucking report it. 5 days go by. Nothing. Like Activision. Are we just not giving 2 shits about the fucking game because you guys already know you fucked up already? How are you going to tell me there's season 3 right now, but you haven't touched base with any of the bullshit I just said? Not to mention MW 2019, Cold War, Vanguard, Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, as in the new one, not the OG. How about MW2, not the new one? Well, is the new one, not the OG? Literally years upon years, you guys failed to do shit against your cheaters? And then it's amazing that Activision, Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, all of them, pay cheaters known fucking cheaters. People that's caught in 4K, right? Legit videos of no radar, no game sense to tell, like, sound, no, like, fucking information to know someone's there, and they're beaming somebody through a fucking wall, right? Or how about, like, perfect tracking, even when someone cuts their paracord, right? Which means they drop faster. Somehow they can just beam that and not miss a fucking bullet. Nadia, right? They pay the bitch a cheating bitch not only to come out and get a custom controller as set down, but to be the face of fucking MW2. Think of that. And this ain't the only time, okay? FaZe members have been known to fucking cheat, same as like any other team. But the reason I'm bringing up FaZe, because Swag, that everyone now is making fun of, inherited Nadia after she was also known to be a cheater. And Activision even probably known, let's be honest, and let it happen. She used to go to LANs. She used to play in tournaments. And to make it even funnier, right, is the biggest way to know which streamer is cheating, especially if they play at home compared to a LAN, is how different do they play while at the LAN. I'm not joking with you guys. If they were rushing everything, missing no fucking shots, and looking like the best players at home, and then when they hit the LAN, it's swim down underwater, try not to take as much combat, stay the fuck away from other players. I mean, their whole playstyle just changes. And it's because they don't have their at-home rig that has wall hacks and all the other fucking cheats on it. You can definitely see it. And how many people as streamers did this for the past couple of fucking years? I'm not joking. Seriously. How many? That Activision, Treyarch, the game devs, allowed to get away with this. 100% proven they're cheating when their whole playstyle goes out when they don't have the same fucking PC from home. Yeah, they're going on like 20, 30, 50 bombs when at home, but then they only drop like 7 to 20 at a LAN. They're not rushing everything. I'm sorry, if you're telling me they're supposed to be pros, the same way they play at home is going to be the same way they play at LAN. The same level of skill. All they do is just change the settings to whatever they feel comfortable playing with, because I'm pretty sure they're allowed to open up the game settings, not the computer, but the game settings, and change the FOV, the sensitivity to match what they're kind of used to, and they would still play the same. It's ridiculous at this point that COD is in the state it's in. The developers are bullshitting legit players so hard, they're letting cheaters ruin the game. I'm not lying with you guys. And to even prove I would have helped better the game, and I'm not just going to sit here and throw them under the fucking bus, which in a way this is going to kind of throw them under the bus in a massive way. But there's games out there that do what's called hardware bans, right? When they ban you, it's not just your username. It's not just your IP. It is a certain hardware that has a specific ID that does not match anyone else's computer, anyone else's shit. It's your ID, okay, to where they ban that. That way, if you go buy a brand new account, it auto bans that brand new account when you try to log into the game, because it will say, oh, this device on this computer caught the ban. This account is now trying to play on said computer, right? So that way, hey, that's a ban. Okay? That means Not only do they need to rebuy the game, but now they need a new PC, a new Xbox, or a new PlayStation. Okay? Meaning they have to rebuy a brand new console so that way they don't have the hardware that's there that got banned. And then they have to rebuy the game. So not only are we making it more expensive, which by the way, at that point, a lot of people are probably going to drop cheats unless they're rich. If they're rich and have a lot of money, yeah, they're probably still going to cheat because they don't care to go out and blow the cash. But everyone from middle class lower is going to rethink cheating, okay? Only the upper class in standards of cash wise is going to continue cheating. So, yeah, Activision, we could definitely impact a lot of the cheaters if we just did fucking hardware bans. Not an account ban, where you just ban the account where they can buy a new one, or just create a new one, especially if I'm on console, right? I'm on PlayStation. Okay, let's say this account got banned by Activision. Do you know how fucking easy it is to actually just launch the game on a other account? Literally just make a brand new one, make sure this account was the primary account, and boom. Well, let's say Demonic Plays gets banned from Activision, right? From BO7. I could just load up my Fenrir account. Boom. I'm back on. I could, if that got banned, I could load up Link Squad. Back on. It's that fucking easy. Because instead of a hardware ban, they just ban the fucking account. So, legit, I don't even need to pay for an account to get back on. I could create a free one and then join right the fuck back in on PlayStation 5. Xbox might be the same way. As long as you have the primary, does not matter what account you're in, hop in. Also doesn't matter if you have a disc. Because if you have a disc, you can hop on any account and then just pop the disc in the hard drive and boom, that account owns the game because it's a disc. You have the digital copy, right? Well, not the digital, the hard copy. So that account now owns the game. Now, Xbox is a little harder to do that because I believe they have like a thing where it's like a little key thing. You put it in, it's not really the full game. It's just a key, like a little code that tells the game like, hey, this dude used the code. And then after that, I think it's only like a one-time use. So it's a little bit harder on Xbox to do it that way. But Xbox still has the Game Pass, and if this game's under the Game Pass, well, you see the issue there. They download the game through the Game Pass, hop onto a different account, cheat on all the other accounts before they even hit their main account. So, yeah, it's in a very big state of disrepair. Because on top of the account ban, they could do a hardware ban. That way, no matter what account on the same Xbox, same PS5, same PC, trying to load into the game that had its hardware banned is now going to auto ban that account. So you're actually making cheaters pay a whole lot more on top of the subscription they pay for their cheats, a brand new console, and rebuying the game. All right, now you can say a lot of times there's stolen accounts, which, by the way, they'll probably buy a new PC, and instead of buying the game, they'll buy a stolen account that already has the game for $10 to $20. But at the same time, they're still spending a little more because now instead of just the $20, they're spending we'll say nearly $1,000 per time they want to cheat after they get banned. So your middle class is not going to want to do that. And I say about it because it's about 800 something, okay, which is just like 100 and something shy of 1,000, okay. So again, I'm just pointing that out. Activision, maybe start doing hardware bans and stop being ridiculous with what you do have right now, and step your game up. Make it fair. If you're going to have policies that say that the game should be fair and you're going to say thank you for trying to make the game fair for everyone, how is that legitimately fair if you're paying cheaters to come out and play known cheaters that is caught in 4K by other streamers, by the way. Like people who sat down and showed like, hey, they had no radar, none of this. How the fuck did they know? I'm using $1,000 headsets. I don't hear no fucking footsteps. How the fuck do they know? Right? Literally calling this out with like telling you guys it's high end shit. They should have been able to hear the footsteps or whatever if the dude should have known or if they didn't. And Activision lets this shit go. It's not just Activision, it's Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, technically every studio that worked on Call of Duty, on any COD, let's be honest. The game is just fucking horrific, especially in multiplayer. And again, I'm not saying like you can fully get rid of cheaters. I'm just saying you can lessen the fucking amount easily to a point where it's a more reasonable amount of cheaters and not as fucking ridiculous as it is now. Hardware bans, please. Okay? Force the middle class and the low tier class to not want to fucking cheat because of how fucking expensive it'll be, especially if they fucking get caught. Because let's be honest, your anti-cheat is absolutely garbage. The people who sit down and review the videos from Activision is absolutely garbage. Okay? I'm not gonna lie, they let way too much shit go. That you could tell is 100% like the dude is fucking ridiculously cheating. And they're like, that's normal. When it is not. Alright, we need to go in here and we gotta do the kill streak one, complete one assignment, and escape successfully from Avalon. But yeah, guys, it's horrific the state that video games are in at the moment. And I can't really fully blame Activision, Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, because a good portion of those, by the way, that is allowing this to happen is us. We look at it and go, oh, it's just a game. Or I don't give two shits because it's a game. Do we not understand that it's affecting everyone? Yeah, how many times like I've heard people say like, let me hear, it's like fucking bullet reg, right? Yeah. And then literally not even 2 minutes later, I hear that same dude like, what the fuck? He just ate this? What the fuck? Like, let's be honest, man. You can't even claim to have a Pro League tournament in a game that absolutely does not work up to what it should. Activision, I don't want a goddamn whitelist. Whitelisting shouldn't even exist, let's be honest.
There's a shipping container nearby. Might be useful.
Actually, you know what? We'll do this. Nice hit reg game. I just slid past that. It would not have hit me. I missed. My fault. So many kills with a sentry gun. There we go. Now we got...
Objective sighted.
I am gonna do that in case anyone in the lobby is needing it. Jesus almighty, how many Zeds are gonna be here? Heck yeah, brother.
I'm in control now, not Kagan. He'll die soon enough.
Go, complete one assignment. Now I just need to exfil. See, that is what I should be doing, brother. Game. Oh my god, if it's gonna be fucking retarded, brother. Dear Lord, brother, dear Lord.
There's a command center nearby that needs toxin. Find the source and shut it down.
on that objective.
Field signal. Need you to see where it's coming from.
I've marked field charging stations near you. I'll get them off.
Oh, that has a dog? Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. We gotta resituate. Oh, that is two fucking dogs, man. Three fucking dogs? What is this base right now, man? Dear fucking Lord, man. Alrighty. What in the dog am I looking at, brother? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Definitely dead if you're doing that to me, game. Jesus. Oh my god. Where the heck is the ammo crate again? It's right there. Whoa! the Lord of Jesus, brother. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. We need to rethink about the child there. Rethink about it. Wait up. Fucking sentry turret, get out of here. Ooh, my eyes are burning. Alright, we gotta successfully exfil now. I'm in. Alright, glasses are coming off for a second, guys. Alright, they're back on. Lay back up. Sure, teammate. We'll go that way.
Dancing in nearby toxic effluent. Shut it down.
Eliminate the boss. All this ammo, dude. I got you, brother. Get out of my way, please. Jesus, I get you up. Don't stand there. Gotcha, brother. Get out, brother. Easy peasy. Limited squeezy, baby.
Let's get you the hell out of there.
There we go. Time for step 3. Complete a surveillance drone. Alrighty. Exit lobby. So we gotta complete a surveillance drone, and I think it's exfilled again. Don't take me up on that too much, boys. And we're also trying to get the new SMG, by the way. That's kind of the next thing we're working towards, is getting this bad boy, which, by the way, I think we're right now right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more left, and then we have the new SMG. Dear Lord. New. Oh, this one. I think it is. Nope, this one I seen earlier. I've already seen this and this, so what's actually new? Nothing already. Alrighty, that's weird. Says new, but I've already seen everything new. Restore tokens 2 available. Alrighty. Oh. I probably should have waited. Oh, no, it's just one of these. Okay, we're good. It is an animated one, so that's actually pretty okay. So we got to do all these challenges. Reach round 20 without going down. Complete 10 special rounds on Ashwood Survival. 1,000 kills on Ashwood Survival. 25 zombies without taking damage 5 times on Ashwood Survival. So I guess it's Nuketown all the way, right? Yeah, 150 crit kills on a single match, and then 15 kills with a single tap 10 times. And that is to go for this camo, which I don't feel is basically worth all of that, to be honest with you guys. It just doesn't feel worth it to me. The camo doesn't look good enough for me to want to do it. Alrighty, it just doesn't. Let's be honest. If they would move out the green, leave a purple, maybe add some black into it, and make it look like an animated black and purple camo, that would have been good. But the green just... I mean, it's just like vomit on a plate, man. Why? Alright, anyways. Double XP is going. For how long? I should have looked at that a little bit longer, but it's perfectly fine. Because let's actually see. Eyes in the sky. So complete a surveillance drone activity and complete a operative elimination activity started by interacting with a downed surveillance drone. Okay. So, yeah, I guess like we're just going to be running through as much as this as possible. I am going to go ahead and end the stream here, guys, so it's not being too saturated and going for too long. If you guys want longer streams, just let me know. Till next time, stay awesome. Love you guys, and peace.